Hey pretty people, Jamie here. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a freshman advice. So excuse the tomboyish background, but let's get started. My first piece of advice is to be confident. Don't be too shy, but don't be too bold. Just be yourself. Be comfortable with yourself and people will notice that you are strong and confident. And a lot of people like to hang out with people that seem more confident. Some people try to stay away from people that are shy because they don't want to make something awkward. Communicate with new people. If you already have friends in your new high school, keep them as well. When you're in high school, you just want to have a big friend group. You can communicate with them. You can go and hang out with them on weekends. You can do study groups with them. It seems like the more friends you have, the better things are for you. My next point is to not have a pessimistic outlook on things. Pessimism causes you to find your work worthless, and it just makes things worse. My next point is to wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you don't have a uniform, wear whatever makes you comfortable. Follow fashion trends if you wish. First few weeks of school, people dress up to make a statement, but then you'll start noticing people becoming a tad bit lazy with spicing up their look in the morning, so do what makes you feel comfortable. If you don't have a specific uniform, but you do have a dress code, wear what describes who you are while still being in dress code. Like, choose something that makes you stand away from the others, that makes you different. But just remember to stay in dress code, because having to go to the dean for a dress code violation hasn't happened to me, but I don't think it would be very pleasant. I do have a specific uniform. All I can say is to follow it, but if you can add jewelry, wear a couple nice bracelets or everyday makeup that's not too noticeable, but it's still makeup. Everyday makeup is kind of subtle, I guess. Now, the next point is going to sound really cliche and oversaid, but don't let bullies get to you. Try your hardest not to fight back if they're upsetting you. If you fight back, things are just gonna get worse and people aren't gonna look at you in a positive way. Show them that their words don't hurt you. They'll back off some, because people who appear strong are not people that bullies want to be picking on. Bullies pick fights with people that seem weak and not confident in themselves. If you seem vulnerable and just not confident and not happy and bold and like you don't know who you are, the bullies are going to get to you. Don't let that happen. If bullying gets bad, tell an adult. I know you hear this all the time when you're in school, like, tell an adult if the bullying gets bad. And then people say, oh, the adults don't do anything. And a lot of the time, they don't. But you better safe than sorry. Next, remember that your work is important too. High school can be a lot of fun, but not doing your work can make things go downhill very quickly. Not doing your work can leave a negative impact, believe me. Now, make sure you're doing your work, but don't overwork yourself. Just make sure you're doing your work and not getting behind. Like, you can look up study tips on Google. They will give you a list of things you can do while you're studying, like take a break, like a 10-minute break every 30 minutes. Listen to music that inspires you and helps you focus. Just look up lots of tips. There are many, many, many tips out there to help you study and focus on your work. No work and all play can definitely leave a bad impact on you. Colleges look at your grades and your test scores and what you get on your report cards. If they see a bunch of D's and F's and like bad marks, they are not going to want to accept you. Colleges look for people who are serious, so just make sure in your freshman year especially you are just ready to do your work. Don't fall behind. Don't. Summary on my freshman year. It was actually last school year. I'm going into 10th grade now, but I was very shy on the first day of school. No, I wasn't shy. I was more anxious, very nervous. I couldn't find my friends. We didn't know where everyone else was hanging out, so we were just kind of dispersed all around the school. We were just like awkward. Some of us did know the people in the high school, because my high school is both middle school and high school combined, but anyway, some of us did know some of the people from the high school portion, but some of us didn't. And there were people older than us, taller. It wasn't fun. I wasn't too sure about my teachers' personalities. I didn't know what made them mad, what they enjoyed, how tough their work was gonna be. I didn't know, so that definitely makes a person anxious, no matter what grade you're going into. And I was very tired. Waking up at like 5:15 in the morning is not fun, especially when you've been used to going to bed at like midnight and waking up at like 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, it's definitely not fun, but you have to do it. Even though I started out very anxious, things did get better very quickly. I found my friends. I had a lot of classes with my friends. I found them at lunch, so I was able to sit with them at the table, and things just really fell into place for me. Things I wish I'd done differently in my freshman year is focus on my work more. I goofed off a lot, especially in science. Even though your teacher might not be that good, it's important to do their work, because it will come back and bite you in the butt. I'm serious. They will eventually see, oh, my students don't like me, well, karma, and they will turn it around and pile assignments on you. If you're not the kind of student that does every single assignment, turns it in on time, like, there aren't many students like that, I know. I am not one of them. But anyway, if you're not that kind of student, your teacher is setting you up for failure. Just let me tell you, not all high school teachers are like this, okay? Very rarely will you find a high school teacher that's like this. It's usually just older people that are teaching that are like this. Other than that, the teachers, they can be very fun. I never studied for tests. Even though I got good grades on most of them, I didn't study, and I could have done a lot better on my quizzes and tests if I had studied more. I procrastinated so much. Okay, I procrastinated to the point where I was doing my work right before they had to be turned in. So don't do that. Not good. It really isn't good. Because then I found that if you procrastinate that much, eventually you're just going to end up not doing your work. Please don't let procrastinating become a big issue. I wish I could have communicated better with others. I learned from my mistake at snapping back at bullies or people who were making fun of me. It can make things worse. Don't do it. Overreacting does nothing good for you. I wanted to stay near my friends more, and I know a lot of us do. We are more comfortable when we're with our friends, but it is a good thing to step outside of the box and start talking to more people, because you will find that some people are actually really fun to be around, and they can become your friends for a lifetime. Things about high school that are different than middle school. In high school, you have more freedom. So you can sit with your friends. Sorry if you hear the phone ringing out there. But you can sit with your friends at the lunch table instead of having assigned lunch tables. You don't have to walk in lines and all this stuff. You can just walk like anonymously to your classes. Teachers are more lenient, and some of them let you use your phones in class. Now, I don't know about your high school, but my high school is kind of strict because our high school is a college-bound preparatory type high school thing. But I heard that for some high schools, you can do almost anything, really. You can take your phone out and text on the way to your next class, text during lunch. You can dye your hair crazy colors. You can wear pretty much whatever you want. Those are the high schools that you really want to go to, and I don't blame you, but they can be a lot of trouble because those high schools will make you feel like everything is just a big party and you don't have to pay attention to what you're doing. High school can be fun. High school is fun. My freshman year went a lot better than I expected it to. Don't be nervous. If you're nervous, things are gonna be a lot worse because you're gonna look at everything as if it's trying to hurt you. You're gonna be so skeptical about things that you're not going to easily open up to new ideas. When you're nervous, you're not very open-minded. Being in high school, I learned from my freshman year, means just you're starting to find yourself. You're getting older, all the people around you are getting older. When you're in high school, it means you can be opened up to so many more opportunities. Even though you're growing up, it's scary. I know, I'm right there with you, but it's gonna happen. Don't try to make it, not happen, because that's just gonna make things worse. So, my tips on going into high school: be prepared. Don't procrastinate. Learn your teachers' personalities before you start, goofing off a little bit. Some teachers are alright with it, but some teachers, if you even sneeze, they might snap at you and yeah. But most teachers in high school are fun. So thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope my tips were helpful to you. So thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really, really, really hope that these tips were helpful to you. So thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really, really hope that you found these tips helpful, and I hope you got something out of them. If you did, please leave a comment down below, and if I missed anything, please leave a comment and tell me what I've missed. I want the comment section to be a helpful community type thing, so you all can read each other's comments and learn from each other, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.